is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And heavy contact, he is knocked down hard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing right, and that's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now it's Ryan. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, let's go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, Freeman. And now running right through it. Freeman a first down and more. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Ryan on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Andre Roberts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 18 yards there and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a little, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. He gets it to Cooks. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Let's go.
of the gun. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roberts. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And Gabriel's got it. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 50 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Ends up a nice 2nd down for them.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They toss to Freeman. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they won't get the touchdown, but they'll get the next best thing as they're able to convert on 4th down, and they'll be left with a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling them for a loss.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. His throw incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Forced out to his left. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And here now come the Falcons. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Watching that, Barney! Barney!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. Bust through the tackle. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holloway. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They go play action with Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Now he's forced out left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for his second sack of the night. To throw on second down, Ryan finds Roberts left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 3rd and 2. Now Ryan on the move to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Lee able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On 1st down, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. Still going. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is out of bounds here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Here we go now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. David Irving in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open to defense. They'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle. Now, loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing is they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On the handoff, it's Freeman trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 13-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. The offense on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.